very pristine and musical EQ curves. Main EQ, the analog piece of gear that this plugin is emulating, includes only the lower part of the plugin, right? The knobs and stuff. Pulsar Audio added some features to make it more modern, with modern features. So you have the low frequency controls here, right? You have the Q, right? And if you lower this, it's gonna be a low shelf. If you increase it, you have a bell curve like that, and the frequency that you choose. If you see here, both of the knobs in the same color are connected. That's because I have here set to left and right link, which is stereo processing, right? But you can use it also in mid-side and process the sides and the center of your mix independently. Then you have the low mid frequency. If you double click, it resets every parameter by default. You have the mid frequency in green, high mid frequency in like gray, and in blue you have the high frequency, the upper part of the frequency spectrum, high end. Some cool features that were added: this high pass filter that you have here, low pass. Also, it wasn't in the original piece of analog gear, and this sub bass with some pretty musical EQ curves, and this tilt that is pretty interesting as well. This air band. Also, another cool feature is the auto gain, that I think at this point every plugin should have auto gain functionality. You can monitor also what's happening on the left or what's happening on the right, or if you enable mid-side processing, you're gonna be monitoring what's happening on the center of your mix or what's happening on the sides of your mix. Pretty cool. And also it includes a DSR. This DSR, it's like I believe a dynamic equalizer that focuses on removing dynamically higher frequencies. Also works as a deharsher. You have the amount of de-essing, and you can use it as a band pass like this, or as a high pass like that. You can also use this triangle that you have, delta, to listen only what the de-esser is processing. Pretty cool equalizer. And of course the visuals up here that I think in modern days are very useful, not to base ourselves on the visuals more than in the sound, but also for workflow purposes, for practicality, where sometimes you are making moves with the knobs and stuff, but you want to know also visually what's happening, where do you have those knobs put on the sounds. So let's use this EQ on some instruments. Let's start here with these drums that we have. Okay, I'm gonna disengage that de-esser. Let's add some highs. Okay, remove some mids. Let's add some lows. Okay, some subs. Air. Also, one cool thing that I forgot to mention is this gain scale that increases or decreases all of the bands at once, right? Pretty cool. Like that. 50% for instance, 100%. All of them are going back to flat the more you decrease this, right? Let's add some air. Tilt. Okay. Gauge auto gain. Let's not overdo it. Okay, let's add also this EQ here on these guitars. You can use it also for more surgical purposes. Let's add some air. Remove some lows. You see the frequency right here? Some high mids or mids. Okay, the ADSR. It's working dynamically, right? To remove here some, you choose the frequency here, by the way. This works great on cymbals as well. You can do it, of course, here. Finally, let's use this on the master or mix bus here.
Eden is burning, open up your eyes, the blood is on your hands. This is our time, no more excuses, we can change this. Eden is burning, open up your eyes, the blood is on your hands. This is our time, no more excuses, we can change this. Eden is burning, open up your eyes, the blood is on your hands.
Yes, sir.
We can change this. Eden is burning, open up your eyes, the blood is on your hands. This is our time.
Pretty cool and musical passive EQ. Currently has a 40% off, a faithful emulation of the awesome GML 8200 designed by George Massenburg, the man behind the invention of the parametric EQ in the first place, right? In the analog days, today parametric EQs are very common, but back in the day this was the new thing. This idea comes from 1972. I read this is the one that it's emulating, an emulation, but it's also an enhancement of the analog one.